Daniel's Regent Park Revitalization will now be known as the Tridel Regent Park Revitalization, and that is worth talking about. A few days ago, the news broke that Toronto Community Housing have selected a new partner for the Phase 4 and 5 of the Regent Park Revitalization. The news came as a shock because TCHC actually selected a new developer to finish off the project, the 69-acre revitalization, and that developer is Tridel. This revitalization used to be the responsibility of the Daniels Corporation. And it's something that is very close to heart for me because I've actually worked on the revitalization. I've worked on selling these residential condominiums, market condominiums that are in the area now. As some of you may know, Regent Park is a mixed-use community. There you have subsidized housing as well as market housing. And it's a community that was able to blend the two very seamlessly together. It's actually an incredibly successful revitalization. So to have it handed off to another developer is an interesting move. Well, let's take a look and dissect these news. Let's start with a little overview of how Regent Park Revitalization has been going over the past 15 years. So it did start in 2006. And over the past 15 years, a lot of things have been accomplished in Regent Park. For those of you who don't know, Regent Park used to be an impoverished neighborhood, and it strictly consisted of subsidized housing, so community housing units. There was actually no market housing in Regent Park. Over the past 15 years, Daniels has done an incredible job. Not only have they successfully integrated market condominiums that are actually outpacing appreciation of which is outpacing the rest of the downtown core, which just speaks volumes. But they've also built a true community. There's lots of amenities. There's a Daniel Spectrum, Pam McConnell Aquatic Center. For those of you who want to learn more about Regent Park and get to know it better, click the link below. You can watch my walkthrough of the Regent Park video that I've done a few months ago. There's the MLSC athletic grounds that were done in partnership with Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment. There's a Chartwell retirement residence as well, which is very successful, amongst many other things. There's a great retail presence now in Regent Park, which just simply didn't exist before. Lots of exciting tenants are already here, and lots of exciting commercial tenants will be coming in the future once Due East and Artworks are completed. I'm actually going to take you to the sales center to show you the overall scale model of the revitalization. So this is a sales center that's near and dear to me because this is an office that I worked out of for approximately 5 years when I was sort of charged with working and selling the Regent Park community. The scale model that's in front of you is located at 500 Dundas Street East, which is the Regent Park Presentation Center. It's incredibly impressive and comprehensive. If you're ever in the area, I do encourage you to stop by. On the scale model, you're able to see the buildings that are already completed and existing, as well as the clear boxes which indicate the further buildings that will be built in Phase 4 and 5. As you can see by looking at the scale model, Regent Park is a thriving community. New condominiums such as the Wyatt, Due East, Artworks are bringing in new excited owners, first-time home buyers that were able to buy with a variety of innovative programs. So once Regent Park originally started selling, Daniels was actually making an emphasis on affordability. Therefore, there was a deposit program, very much a unique deposit program that wasn't available anywhere else in pre-construction in the city, which was 5%. So the building that I'm sitting in right now, which is the Wyatt, I sold this building with 5% deposit in pre-construction. So believe it or not, you were able to buy with only 5%, and better else, you were able to pay gradually. So I believe the deposit structure was something like pay $5,000 and then $1,000 a month until you reach 5%. Now you can imagine this deposit structure is incredibly attractive to a lot of first-time home buyers and investors. Needless to say, the Wyatt, Due East, Artworks, incredibly hot projects when they were launched in Regent Park. The builder received literally thousands of worksheets and applications for individuals who wanted to buy into these buildings. Anybody who did buy consider yourself lucky, because not only did you get into one of the best buildings in Regent Park, but you've actually made a ton of money already. So why is Toronto Community Housing picking a new partner if the Regent Park Revitalization has already been so successful? Well, it's my understanding that Toronto Community Housing is looking for a better deal. They're looking to see what kind of a deal other builders will be able to offer to them that will bring a financial benefit, of course. Essentially, Toronto Community Housing is in charge of the Regent Park Revitalization, and the profits that are generated through the sale of market housing, again, to my understanding, need to be shared between the developer and the city, so Toronto Community Housing. So the bid was open, and there were 3 builders that were at the finish line, which was Tridel, Daniels, and Capital Developments. TCH went with Tridel. Now, why Tridel? What do we know about Tridel? Well, Tridel is obviously a household name. This is a massive builder that's done a lot in the city of Toronto. They have a great reputation. I have nothing bad to say about Tridel. Tridel is excellent. Tridel will be responsible for phase 4 and 5, which I'm going to put on your screen right now, of the remaining, which is the remaining portion of the 69 acres. Now, I'll be completely honest and frank, there isn't really much Tridel can mess up at this point. Phase 4 and 5 is a strip that's just along Gerrard Street, and it consists of 2 or 3 story Toronto Community Housing, very old buildings. These buildings will of course be demolished and mixed housing will be built, similar to the rest of the Regent Park. So what does this news mean for the future of Regent Park? Well, these news are certainly positive. When you have a developer of a caliber of Tridel coming in to finish off an already successful revitalization, good things are going to happen. Tridel is certainly very well versed in master plan community development. They are building a project called The Well right now. They are in charge of the Alexandria Park redevelopment, so they've done this sort of stuff before. I personally wish Daniels were given the opportunity to see this revitalization through to its conclusion, just because of what an excellent job they've already done here. However, don't be too disappointed. Daniels still has some development to do in Regent Park. There's a plot of land, a block, which is located at Parliament and Gerrard. This is a very important piece of land. I've actually been asked about it by potential purchasers lots of times, because it acts as a gateway between Regent Park and Cabbagetown to the north. Cabbagetown is considered to be one of the top neighborhoods in Toronto. It's very much an established neighborhood. So having a good development on that corner is going to be very important for Regent Park. So what do I see in the future of Regent Park? Well, it's going to be more and more appreciation and price growth. When you have a builder such as Tridel coming in with a strong Asian presence, so this is something that they're known for, they're going to bring an Asian buyer to Regent Park. There's going to be a lot of new money injected into Regent Park. I don't expect to see such an emphasis on affordability to be made like Daniels did, for example. So I don't necessarily see the same sort of deposit structures like 10% deposit, for example, sticking around, which is still actually available at Artsy and Artworks. I don't see this type of deposit sticking around, but I do see excellent product and excellent condos coming to Regent Park, and a pool of new buyers, excited buyers. This will definitely continue to push up the values in Regent Park. If you currently own, I do suggest that you hold. And if you're looking at Regent Park right now, jump in and buy, because property appreciation is about to shoot right up over the next 6 to 7 years, I would say, is how long it would take for Tridel to complete the revitalization. At the end of the day, Regent Park will continue to thrive regardless of who's in charge. At this point, the progress in this community is just way too hard to overlook for any new condo buyer. Like, comment, and subscribe. Feel free to let me know if you live in Regent Park or if you've wanted to buy here before and what your thoughts are in the video and on the future of Regent Park.